Hello, beautiful friends. I am the Organizer Advisor, here to help you enhance your happiness and transform your life. Welcome to my channel. Let me introduce myself. I am Dr. Lisa Winfield. I am a certified professional organizer and certified life coach, and I like to call myself a life enhancement coach. I dovetail these two skills together to help you create the life that you love. Okay, today we are continuing our series on document organizations. So check out my playlist on document organization, and you're going to find a plethora of strategies, tips, suggestions, and tricks that I have created content on to help you organize all your documents. Now, let's get started on today's strategy. So go grab your hydration beverage. So sit for a few minutes while you watch this video. Stay hydrated. Meet me back here, and I'm going to share with you my strategy for the grab and go binder. You're going to love it. Okay, there's a few things that you're going to need for this grab and go binder. But first, let me tell you why I feel like this is one of the best strategies that I have created. First, this is a binder that I'm going to take with me when I go out running errands or do my shopping, or if I'm just out and about, I'm going to take this binder with me. So I'm going to create a dedicated space to house this binder, and that's going to be next to my purse and next to my car keys. So I usually just set my purse right on top, have my car keys ready to go. That way, when I am ready to get out the door, I have everything I need. Now, this binder is going to help us save time, money, fuel, and frustration. How? This is going to house all of those relevant documents that are like things we're going to use within like 30 days. So I'll go over some of the items that I house in this binder, and you're going to see why it can really help us in those savings. This is something that I'm going to have with me so I don't forget the claim ticket, the prescription, the referral, any kind of medical orders that you need, coupons, shopping flyers, store loyalty cards, business cards. I'm going to show you how this binder really helps keep all of those things organized and off your refrigerator, off your kitchen countertop, off the top of the refrigerator, off your dining room table, and out of that junk drawer. Okay, so let's talk about what we need to create this binder. You're going to need a binder, of course, and you know me, I'm like the frugal organizer advisor. I want to help you enhance your financial well-being. So if you want to recycle a binder like I did, absolutely fine. So this is just an old binder I had from when I was a teacher in public education. I've used this binder for years. I like the color. I did little embellishments on it. I even put some little slippy things inside just to give it a little design. But you can go out and buy whatever you want. I'm just here to give you the least financially invasive strategy so that I can meet everyone's budget. Please modify any of my strategies to meet your needs. I provide the template. You create the personal design when you implement it. Okay, let's get started. Your binder, you're also going to need some page protectors. You can use the lightweight, you can use the heavyweight, whatever suits your needs. You're also going to want to get some cardstock. That's going to go inside the page protectors and keep them from being so flimsy, so that you can keep your binder neatly organized. I also like to get some labels. Now you can use address labels, you can create labels, you can have them custom printed. Again, whatever meets your needs and tastes. These are going to label the page protector so that we know what's in each page protector. Now, I want to go through some of the things that I house, but again, this is a template, a framework for you to create your grab and go binder based upon your specific needs. Okay, let's get started. Now, here's my little labels. I'm just using budget address labels that you can get at any big box store. Now, the other thing I forgot to mention was I always like to keep track of my savings. I'm all about enhancing your financial well-being. So I keep a ledger sheet in the front of my binder, and this is going to help me keep track of my savings. Now, what I mean by savings is if I go to the grocery store and I use coupons, or I shop store loyalty cards, or I use my sales flyers or specific membership rewards, if I save money and it's on my receipt, I'm going to write it down. If I sell something online, like I'm going to purge an item, I sell it online, I'm going to write down how much money I received for that item. I'm also going to keep track of any kind of, gift certificate that I get that I am able to save some money. Sometimes it's rebates that you send off for. You get the point. Anything that I acquire as savings means I've done a little extra work for that, and I'm going to give myself a paycheck. So at the end of the month, I'm going to calculate how much money I saved. I'm going to deposit that amount of money in what I call my savings account. Yes, I said savings. I reiterate the word savings because this is a savings account specifically set aside for money that I have saved. I also calculate all of the money savings from my fiscal fasting. I have a video on that. You may want to check it out. Another amazing strategy to help you enhance your financial well-being. So you get the point. This is going to be where I calculate my savings. At the end of the month, I'm going to write myself a check, deposit the money in my savings account, and let those savings add up. Then I can designate what I want to spend that money on. It could be something I want, could be a vacation, could be something special. It could be used for holiday gift giving. Whatever you specify you want to save that money for. Or you could just save it. All right, so let's go through some of the items that I keep in my grab and go binder. We'll talk about them. You modify according to what works best for you. I'm just going to give you some ideas and suggestions, some tips and some tricks to help facilitate your grab and go binder. Okay, first of all, correspondence. Now this is if I have greeting cards, anniversary, birthday, baby, sympathy cards, anything along those lines. So if you get these greeting cards when you go to the grocery store and they give them to you in a little paper bag, you can take them out right then and there and stick them inside your grab and go binder. That way you know where they are, and you could even write them and mail them while you're out running errands that day. So you keep some stamps, a few address labels, and then if you need to write out that card in the parking lot, put it in the envelope, put a stamp on it, and drop it off at the mailbox. That's going to save you an additional trip. Okay, plus your greeting cards are going to get there on time. Now, I also have one for current bills. This is for bills that I know I'm going to need to pay. That way I don't put them on the kitchen counter and they get moved and I can't find them. They're not on top of the refrigerator where I forget where I put them. I'm going to have them in my grab and go binder so I can write them out. I can even do this when I'm sitting in a park, or if I'm stuck in traffic, I can pull out my bills, write a check, pop it into the envelope, put my address label on, stamp that envelope, and then run by the post office and drop it in. How efficient is that? Then, after I write out that bill and I document the check number that I wrote and how I paid and what date I paid, I'm going to put it in my to be filed page protector. And this is for at the end of the month when I calculate all of my savings. I'm also going to take out the to be filed, fix myself a cup of tea or my favorite hydration beverage, grab a couple of cookies or a little lift me up snack, and I'm going to do my filing so that we keep up with all of those piles. We file the piles as we go. That way we know where all of our documents are. I have a whole video on creating a filing system, how to manage your filing, and how to file specific type of documents such as instruction manuals and receipts. Speaking of, I want to jump to the receipts. I like to keep my receipts in here. I keep my receipts for 30 days. Grocery store receipts, any receipts. That way, in the case I need to return an item, then I have the receipt. Now, for those items that come with an instruction manual, I take the receipt and I staple it to the front of the instruction manual and I put it in my accordion file. Yes, I have a video on that. And that way, if that item breaks and I need to get it serviced or return it, I have my proof of purchase, the date of purchase, and I can take it back to the store with my receipt and I can either get a new item or get a refund. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you a quick story about how that works. I had a microwave that I bought, just the exact dimensions that I needed for a little cubby in my kitchen. And when I got it, I used it for about 2 months and it started malfunctioning. I had the receipt with the instruction booklet. I called the company, the store in which I purchased it from. They said, bring it down, we'll give you a new one. But I had to have that receipt to show when I purchased it. Okay, so another thing that I have in my page protectors is my to-do list. Now this is going to be my to-do list or any documents that I need to get done. It could be registration cards to fill out. It could be school event things that you need to fill out. It could be any kind of legal documents that you need to fill out. Just things that you need to do. You want to house them. I like to keep a to-do list in here so that I can keep that fresh on my mind so that when I am having maybe a few stagnant moments in a doctor's office and I have my grab and go binder, I can look at my to-do list and say, oh, I need to remind myself while I'm out, I want to do that. Okay, you get the gist. This is just basic information. This is like I'll have a lot of the type of roses that I plant in my rose garden, so I can refer to that. I have, this is a sticker of my son's podcast called Of Mexican Men. I'll put a link down in the description box or in the comments so you can connect with that if you want. So I can plug my son's podcast, but this is just general information. A lot of this is gardening because of course you know I love to garden, but it might be information relevant to your things. We've already talked about receipts. This is my shopping list. If I have running items, like I do what I call focused shopping, which is I'm going to buy something for an intended purpose. I'm going to write it down so I don't forget when I'm at the store. That way I don't run into town multiple times in order to get an item and then just forget when I get there. So medical and dental, referrals, receipts, prescriptions, you get the gist of that. Event tickets, like sporting event, theater, ballet, orchestra, school productions, you get the gist of that. And then this is recipes. If I find a recipe I want to try and I just print it out, I'm going to put it in here. That way I'm not like searching all over my phone, trying to remember. I have it. Photographs. If you have photographs, you might find photographs as you're going through your every nook and cranny cleaning. You may want to just put them in here. Some of them you're going to want to frame. Some of them you may want to put in a scrapbook. Some of them you may want to give to friends, family, and loved ones. All right, so I just keep some extra card stock and some page protectors in the case that I need them. I also keep just a little file folder with some blank paper so that if I need to, maybe I come up with some creative design in my garden and I'm sitting in a doctor's office, I have something to draw on. But that is pretty much the crux of the grab and go binder. Now you can use these address labels or whatever labels you want to create to label the front of yours, however you want to do it. I'm going to do the least financially demanding so that I can meet everybody's budget, but just keep in mind this is flexible according to your needs. Now, here's another tip that I'm going to share with you. These are my store loyalty cards. Now, you know how we all have these in our wallets and our purses, and we're thumbing through those in line trying to find the loyalty card so we can swipe it and get our savings. Well, here's the most efficient way that I have found for store loyalty cards. I get a keychain. Now this one, I just got a little keychain. You can buy one at a thrift store. You don't even have to have the keychain. You can just use these rings. These rings, take your store loyalty card and punch a hole in the corner, not up where the strip is, but in the corner, and then just thread them onto your ring. Now, what I like to do, you can just do this two ways. You can open your binder and you can just pop these in like that, close your binder, and you have them when you're ready to go shopping. Or you can use something like this. I just use a little clip, and then that way I don't even have to open the binder, because sometimes when you do that and you're in a hurry, all the stuff comes out. I just clip it on like that. They're not taking up room in my wallet. I don't forget them. I have them when I go run my errands, and I can capitalize on that savings. Okay, so I'm just going to review some of the items that I keep. You want to have your receipts. You want to have, and these are called 30-day documents, so I keep them for 30 days. You want to have your claim tickets, event tickets, any kind of information that's immediately relevant. Medical, dental referrals and prescriptions, recipes, photographs, greeting cards, current bills, stamps, envelopes, address labels, to be filed, so that when you're finished with all of those things, you can put them in the to be filed so you know exactly where they are. You can sit down and do your filing and keep up instead of have to catch up. Your shopping list, your to-do list, your store loyalty cards. You can use coupons, sales flyers, your saving sheet, and then you can keep all of those nicely contained, nicely organized in your grab-and-go binder. Keep this by your purse. Keep this by your car keys. Take it with you when you leave the house. That way you have everything with you and ready to go. All right, just a couple of reminders. Your daily self-care routine. Remember, self-care is health-care, and we are focusing on enhancing our health and well-being as part of our total life transformation and creating the life we love. So make sure that you take time for self-care. I will see you in the next video with some of my best tips, tricks, strategies, and suggestions to help you enhance your happiness and transform your life. Please like this video, share this video with friends who you think could benefit from this content. Leave me a comment, and please subscribe to my channel or follow me on Facebook so you'll stay up to date when I post new content and you have access to all of my ideas to help you enhance your happiness and transform your life. It's that simple. I'm the Organizer Advisor, saying so long until I see you next time.